was the Viper. Let's jump into game number 1, try number 2. It starts indeed, and this time we are having, let's call them close positions. Koreans against Aztecs here, ACCM against Vivi, who is going for the very early loom, as you can see. But the rest is actually a classic 3v3. Same name, the pocket with the Portuguese. We have the Magia flank here with Cool. And the left hand side, we have Willis. Oh! Raiding Muse, 22 people. Oh, guys! Thanks so much, Willis. I saw that you created your channel today and played some nice games.
Willis woo woo.
Oh, thank you so much, mate. And A28B, welcome to my channel as well. And yeah, we are hosting a tournament, a 3v3 tournament with very special settings. The positions aren't really fixed where you're spawning, and therefore we have a very short distance here of Vivi against ACCM. We're in the semifinals, other semifinals with Liberty Hard and MBL coming up later, and the finals at 19 GMT. Welcome everyone from Willis stream, and maybe before that from T90 stream. Lemonade going for a solid build up here. ACM had to go for the early loom, as it seems, trying to go for the boar short distance, and those two boars actually belonged, at least one belonged to ACCM. He is out of boars now. What's going on here? One is over here at the left hand side, but he kind of out of reach. Didn't see the sheep, and the boar is, well, sometimes there, sometimes it isn't there. It's Schrödinger's boar. Inside and not inside at the same time. So, let's see. Oh. And even more sheep. So ACM with a horrible start, and they cannot take another restart. Was this tournament inspired by you accidentally turning team together off one time? No. It was inspired by a crazy dream that I had. That I was playing with the best players in the world, was playing with Doubt and Viper, and suddenly both of them turn against me. I got attacked from the left hand side and right hand side. And then I said, I really wanted to see their teammate die. And whoop! I woke up and wrote the settings for the tournament. True story. Maybe. Not really. Not at all. Okay. Nice nightmare. Okay, let's take a look how we are looking at things. Obviously with the Yo Aztecs pocket here. Not the greatest spot ever, but let's see. Maybe they can come up with something creative. Or maybe when the new Eagle Warriors there in Castle Age, he still wants to go for it. Obviously, it could be interesting if in the long run we see VNS Yellow, same name, going for some hand cannon action gunpowder, but very unlikely. What's going on here? Trying to block the villager, and successful in the end. And that was even the villager with Loom, and the boar is going back. And we see, oh, ACM already trying to wall off here. And now we can see Vivi is sending another villager. Maybe if he scouts this correctly, he could maybe house block this. Let's take a look. Why no back T? He didn't have time. And this could be ugly for ACCM. Let's take a look. Vivi should see that. Can he get the walls up? The villager's already moving there, and that will be the house block. One house, two houses, and that's no option. ACM needs to wall his own villager, or he will lose this one. At the same time, he's looting the walling villager. What's going on? Maybe delete all the palisades over here. No, the house failed as well. And that's another villager going to die 4 HP. The boss actually running the wrong direction. The scout needs to come over and kill this one. Dixon, meanwhile, is up. And ACM with a horrible start. Look at that. Not even taking care. And that looks like a pretty good start so far for our Chinese team. Vivi is now opening those palisades over here, and then already 2 villagers killed. Actually, that one was from the board. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And now he's 4 villagers behind. Vivi is up to the feudal age ACCM house at pop 20. That will be a horrible, horrible game for him. Let's see what we can expect out of the pockets position. Surprisingly enough, we see the pocket position here with knights and actually pretty solid cavaliers going for an M&A forward and running into 4 hippos here. T90 hippo in the chat, please. That's obviously pretty ugly for him, trying to go for a forward and then running into 4 wolves here. Are there more coming up? Not really. And he already lost quite a lot of HP. This one with only 10 HP, and the wolf is instantly going for this one. Could he get another kill? Look at that, already 3 units down. Is this villager even looting that villager here? Oh man, so that's already 3 losses to only 1 kill. So Gaia at the moment, the thing on the map with the highest amount of kills here. With 2, 1 boar, 1 wolf kill. And yeah, Cool is playing at least a normal game, probably against Luxio, but cheaper scouts, stronger scouts against scouts with more HP. And oh, Seminame is actually going for archers. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. We see the forward of ACCM now, but this stone is effective, and look at that amount of villagers being sent forward. ACCM, does he see it? Well, he sees 1 villager. Now the house was only 4 villagers could actually contest this. Such a beautiful wall, and ACM trying to run. If this house would still exist, he could have walled all those 4 villagers in. Could have been a crazy start. But ACM in a world of trouble nonetheless, and he walled his own stone spot? What's going on here? About to range here to go for the aggression. Same time, Mr. Yo, is he on the map? Not really. Going for Market Blacksmith now, so that will be your standard FC. Some reasonable walls already, and still pushing some deer. What did he scout? He actually did scout everything of his enemies, and then decided to go and push some deer again. Luke's going for the walls, and well, that's your standard 3 Arabia here. Luke's going, oh, Vivi going super crazy with the Korean tower rush, and the other guys just playing headset pocket, ranks flank. Something that's not your dream. Obviously, you want to have it switch around, but something they can surely figure something out. Oh, scouts not coming over from Lurk. Still lots of HP on them. Some unprotected villagers here of Seminame who is still forwarding. And let's take a look. Defensive tower now by Mr. Yo. And that will be... I'm not 100% sure how much I like this one. Because another tower of Seminame could obviously still block that gold. Is he maybe sending some villagers over to stone? Not really. Not using those two. We will... take a look at that. A lot of interest later on. Vivi now trying to free himself over here. Villagers dying? Not really. Seems like maybe 1 loss, but I can't see the dead body. And that's what I said before. You can still block that gold spot. I would have loved to see the tower a bit closer to the gold spot. And he doesn't have any gold to the right hand side of his base, all of them on the left hand side. So just quickly get as much gold out there as possible, and then oh, I see him going for another tower. I'm spotting that. And scout against scout, let's take a look. Luke's now trying to take the engagement, 5 against 3 scouts here, but more scouts coming over, and another pikeman of Cool, so Luke's thinks better of it and is retreating, getting some more sheep, sending some more scouts to the front, and now going for his main gold spot. That's probably the one problem of his map, that his gold isn't that great. I'm actually surprised that he already sent 1 villager onto stone there. Archer's now sneaking around, but still no fletching, and I don't see a blacksmith, so that's interesting. And that will be 1 or 2 villager losses here. Using the uphill, downhill, should get this one, and that's a bit of miss micro here by Seminame. Obviously not having fletching really hurts him here. Mr. Yo now in some sort of trouble. Maybe sending all villagers over trying to tear down that tower. At the same time, oh, the scout rate of Lux still very active here. And not getting the kills in though. Trying to fight down one spearman, and yeah, it is pretty nice that she's forcing all those villagers to be idle, but not getting the villager kills in just yet. ACM now going around trying to go for the next crazy attack. Let's take a look. Villagers actually ACM against Vivi evened out there. On the other side, Yo way lower than Summoname, but obviously he is in Castle Age himself. And VNS cool against Lux. Slightly behind when it comes to the villagers, losing that spearman here, and the second one needs to pull those villagers, but he's up to Castle Age. Oh, it looks now with a solid 8 scouts left here, and that will be some harassment for sure. Cool. Needs to save all his villagers, needs to fall back here as well, and seems like he will get the walls up, so all good on that side. Some access over here. ICM still going crazy, and he will take some time till he is up to Castle Age. And what is Name still doing with all his aggression? Could he maybe try to push in somewhere over here? Could maybe raid some part of Vivi as well, who is now chasing down the forward of ACM together with the Eagle Warriors here of Mr. Yo, who yeah, seems to be somewhat fine, but those archers are coming in, and now they have fletching and padded archer armor. Let's take a look. Can he maybe snipe one villager? At least one. Make that maybe even. Why is he not focusing this down? That could have been more kills. Now the question is, should he move in and try to force the issue, or fall back and go back into the safety of the tower? But therefore Yo will get his tower up. I'm not 100% sure if that was the right decision. Beautiful quick wall here. And it seems like Samanem will get his own tower up. Trying to send the villagers in now, trying to micro a bit, even losing one. That's a bit ugly. And Mr. Yo with only one defense armor there. Not able to kill all those archers off, and they can still be super annoying against the woodline here. And remember, the other woodline is blocked as well. Let's take an update. Still tower war here at the right hand side. Some scouts died, some Eagle Warriors still around, but we're trying to follow the action over here. In the middle we see scouts of Lux still very active. Remember guys, no real bloodlines for those scouts, so at 54 HP they will be kind of stuck, which is obviously fine before bloodlines, but after bloodlines, not the full potential. Let's take a look. Mr. Yo, low HP will just here at the front, so I expect that 2 will go down there. Unless someone name is mismicroing this. Let's take a look. He's trying to go uphill. Tower is helping out quite a bit. Eagle number 1 is down. Eagle number 2 will die as well, and that means most likely Mr. Yo will lose maybe even 3 of his villagers there. I'm trying to go for the repair, but my name could be losing some as well. I'm not sure if I like that Yo is sending them in one by one here. Those eagles. At the same time, a lot of trouble for Say My Name. And to defend with some spearmen, knights are around to help him defend as well, but that's a lot of dead villagers here. At least 3, 4, 5, 6 dead villagers I would say, and killed maybe 4 scouts in exchange. Does that really matter? On the other side, the tower rush of Vivi here continues. ACM actually playing a pretty solid game, I have to say, and Vivi kind of screwing up. Oh, Mr. Yo losing so many villagers here as well, and it feels like Say My Name. Beautiful that he denied that tower here as well. Could obviously now losing all his archers, but that's a situation that he can live with, putting Mr. Yo down to 21 villagers. Yeah, he himself is only at 28, but he got a bit more double in his face, so theoretically, Mr. VNS Cool should be ahead against Lux. Let's see about that. Obviously, Magyars against ranks 2. Very strong knight civilization. Let's take a look what Cool can do. He can maybe fight down those eagles and can maybe do some more raiding. Next group of archers already around. Ah, we now see coinage from ACCM, and that's an aggressive tower if I've ever seen one in range of the TC. Donny would be proud. And yeah, I think he needs to cancel that tower. It doesn't really make sense. Just 2 tiles away, further away, and this tower would make so much more sense now. Counter tower of ACM over here. Next tower was in the thought process here, or in the head of Mr. Vivi, but didn't happen. Now Knight's coming over, Yo trying to save some villagers, but it seems like not all villagers will fit into the TC, or will they? I believe all of them will, but no more Eagles left for him, and Mr. Yo at the moment pop 34 only, but Vivi only pop 40. Pretty scrappy game, and that's what I love about those settings. Another raid of Lux coming in here, and not the greatest reaction by Say My Name. Loses another 2 villagers. Well, kills some scouts here for sure, at least 1, and doing a lot of damage. Oh god, they are low. Look at that. 2 HP, 3 HP, 12 HP. So that's pretty scrappy. Eagle Warriors now coming around, and they will kill some of ACCM. Obviously it's so tough to play those settings perfectly. The problem is that Say My Name still not in Castle Age, and it feels like ACM. Let's go into his point of view. Will he go for the sling? And if so, how much and to whom? Probably the sling onto Cool could make a lot of sense. He already has Bloodlines +2 from the Magias and the +1 defense. Just trying to finish off Mr. Yo, and then maybe focus on Lux with the potential pikeman push. And now the scouts won't do too much, still very damaged from the towers over on the other side, but Lurk sneaking around, and he has Bloodlines +2/+2 as well. So those knights are strong. Yo trying to go for another wall. Can Cool get in there? Yo will probably get a knight convert. We will take a look at the other side. Kind of stabilized for now, and not a single convert here. That's some unfortunate RNG for Mr. Yo. Points still reasonably close, but Lux getting so many kills in, and at the moment he's the one dominating the game. Is completely walled and is able to raid Cool and Say My Name alike, who's now down to 28 villagers, and that's lower than Mr. Yo. So that was a big problem. Say My Name's map felt so open, he never really walled, and that's another bad fight for Cool here, if you ask me. Outnumbered and out upgraded. Trying to fight himself out of this own arena. Cool, finally with the +2 defense. But even then, those towers now trying to do some tickle damage. That will take some time. Now Knight's now in the back here against Vivi. Will be an interesting spot, and the sling indeed from ACM is going towards Cool, who is on only 2 stables though, so probably cannot really put the sling into Knights on the map. Let's take a look. Can Vivi wall this off? He can jump into the tower with most of his villagers. Looks all but too solid, and well, some villagers are hurt, most of them jumping into the towers though. Obviously damage output is quite significant there with the +2 attack, and still 4 villagers lost their life, although they were close to towers. So that's a good start for him. And Vivi, let's take a look. Will he wall this one? Seems like yes, he can. So 1 villager down for him, but those knights can easily clear those palisades walls off. The big problem though is just that Lux is dominating Cool, who, yeah, actually should be the guy doing the damage himself. And Cool at 49 villagers, Mr. Lux at 69. Dominating performance so far by Lux here. Just completely walled, and then Frank Knights. That's just beautiful for him. Another stable puts him up to 3. And going for the full raids. Obviously the map of Mr. Cool wasn't that great here at all, and losing more and more villagers, and Lux, the MVP of this game, putting them ahead 1-0. D to the G, and yeah, ACM actually, I feel he did a pretty good job against Vivi. He had such a bad start and then still fought pretty nice there with all the villagers, even did some aggression against Mr. Yo here. Say my name. The late fletching really hurt him, and that he was so open. Maybe walled in your resources. Well, he didn't have that many villagers, was mainly on wood and gold. If he had those villagers walled, scouts could not have affected him that much. And yeah, then Cool didn't need to chase the scouts all the time and could have just focused and played the 1v1 against Lux. Could have had an easier time there than. So surprised that he went for the, kind of surprise attack actually. Portuguese pocket their archer rush against the Aztecs. Pretty nice game to start off the day with. That KD. And Lux just sitting behind walls. And then Frank Knight spam. That's a dream. That's a dream. Game number 1 in the books. Ring Forest will be our next map. We will have Hidden Picked Civilization, no repeat. So SY is now without Franks, without Aztecs, and without Koreans. I find them. Oh, seems like they're trying to win 4 in a row. And on the other side we have no Portuguese, we have no Aztecs for them, and no Magyars. So going into game number 2. So a lot of options. This map is obviously a bit easier to wall, but it still could get super crazy not knowing where your teammates and your enemies are. Welcome Hard in the chat. Yeah. Well, kind of Flank's fault that you get hit by scouts so often. Well, scout against scout, sometimes you lose track of them, right? I think he just sort of walled his wood line and his gold line. Wasn't so much of an investment, especially no oasis, no. But Ring Forest could be interesting as well. It's not that far away. What happened to them in one match? Just scroll down, explanation is down below. Yeah, the poor wolf rush really hurt him a bit, yeah. Yeah, and he did the damage against Mr. Yo, who was down to 21 villagers. Yeah, that's true. In less than 2 hours, we will have Liri Hard and Ambial against Malkov, Feanor, and Spring. And after that, around 19 GMT should be the grand finals. Interesting tournament so far, Nili. Thank you so much, mate. Yeah, if VNS keeps losing, please stop streaming. I have a weak heart and can't take it. Thanks, advance. Ah, unlikely. Yesterday's Oasis Saga was fun though. Well, I already spent some time the video cutting to prepare the VOD for YouTube. Because it was 40 minutes of downtime. It felt long, but it didn't feel like 40 minutes of restarting. We had like 6 or 7 tries. Problems with Oasis. Can you beat Spring in 1v1? Overall maps, I'm a favorite. If we go for Hans Arabia, I will maybe win 2 out of 10. I miss Slam in this tourney. He played. Finally when Races came right, they had the tips for game number 3. That was so bad. Arabia 1v1 not Hans. I think he's a favorite. I probably could win like 30%. Snakebit has been vetoed, so did Mediterranean. I think on 1v1 Arabia I have like 30% against Spring. On for random, I think he has like 30%. I'm like that. No co-caster today. I didn't have the 100% hype feeling yesterday. I didn't know if it was because the games were somewhat lacking or if it was because I had co-casters. But I wanted to go for no casters today, and yeah, I just feel like I'm so much more in the zone at the moment. Yeah. So, yeah. I really have to watch the VODs probably again and analyze my casting there. If it was not enthusiastic enough or what really happened. Maybe it just was good and I just, yeah, had some other issues going on. Easier to engage with chat when you have no co-casters? Yes, and to engage with like donations, subs and everything. It makes some things easier. I think every time I have a co-cast I should just turn off Twitch alerts. I'd say you're the Viper. Who do you choose to play with in the big 3-3 tournament? Doubt Jordan Riot. Doubt Jordan Slam. Doubt Jordan Niliawe. In the reverse order. Think you remember a good team, Nili. Didn't expect that though. Well, we casted. Could be the guy I casted the most with together. Remember the old will be official days? We casted 3-4 times a week. Tetsuni, Mamp, and me. No K-Cap. Well, if K-Cap is playing, that obviously would be the dream. Then I'd always go for K-Cap, yeah. Slam is top 100 in tourneys. Top 150. Really blaming RoboForce casting? Not really. No. Everyone did a really great job. I had a blast with Tado. Mamp was there for the hype. I enjoyed the time with Tado, with Robo as well. So that was all great. Okay, let's jump into game number 2 then. And we are looking at Ring Forest with the 2-1 split. So we will see ACM starting with the Incas. His teammate will be Indian to say my name. And on the other side of the map, we will have VNS Cool starting with the Chinese. You're already starting with more villagers and we're starting with 2 farms. So Chinese is a good choice here. On the other side, we have Vivi playing the Mongols. We have Lux with the Slavs. And they're together, and on the other side we have Mr. Yo with the Burmese here. So it's a 2-1 split, Mr. Yo alone and Cool alone, the 2 teams here in the south. Yeah, tell me something. Fire not Nampa nearly? Yeah, I don't think Fire would be the first choice there. Sorry. I think Fire is more likely to play with some Brazilians. Let's take a look if ACM can go for the Boar Steel here. Seems like the distance is very close. Obviously, Fire is an incredible player, don't get me wrong, but I see him more play with Dogao and Ryut than with the Tyrants. Or Stark or something. Well, we will see. Will be interesting for sure. And yeah, it's not sad that everyone will play their very best. Okay, Luke's going for the restart here. Interesting stuff. Okay. So they didn't want to have Yo alone there with Burmese, it seems. Lux and Mongols for Vivi. Stark. Well, fire. We know that you own Stark. That Golden Crater game was pretty good. Starting with farms? Yeah. Starting with 2 farms. Really because of Boar Steel. It's a good option as well, yeah. Short distance there against ACCM, and this time he has a Boar more. Probably a scenario you want to go into. Fire is still a tyrant, yeah. One of the... Oh god, how many tyrants did we have? 14 or something? Legends, Warlords, Jitba, Coven, RD Champion, Envy. That's 12 that I can remember, but okay, both teams now out of restarts. Grant, yeah, it's true. And Halen at one point. So it's more like 14, yeah. Would there really be 2 teams there, though? I don't think that Wipeout Jordan, yeah, they can't play. Wipeout Jordan is not enough. Jordan is too unreliable, yeah. Yeah, maybe if they think they need a strong German edition, maybe they should just exchange Jordan with another German player. I'm not sure if I can think of one who is very active, knows other teams, knows strategies, knows all the tips, and is a solid 2k plus player. But if there was one, that could be a great addition. Skittle! Yeah, now I see it. Skittle, yeah. Or Enderine. Or Pedro. Tyrant Pedro, exactly. That's what everyone wants to see. No. Our finals in the land? No. Just a small 5k tournament. Alma. Well, he came back from 3 months of specking and then posting a lot on AOC Zone. He now plays... Oh, Udo! NC Pseudo could be a great option as well. Okay, let's jump into game number 2. No more restarts for any team. Okay, ACCM. Still Incas. Together with School here, Chinese. He has to his right hand side and some boars in the middle here. Mr. Yo already going for the boar steel tier. And yeah, we can write chat off a bit. And that seems to be, well, so Yo sending his second villager as well. Oh, you only have 1 boar on this map. Okay, I didn't know that. Great preparation by me. Okay, so getting both is pretty good for Mr. Yo here. So that's 2 against 0 boars. And VNS crew, although he started with so many more villagers, still will not allow Mr. Yo to get both of them. So M&A Indians here, kind of sandwiched between Mr. Yo in the south and Vivi here in the north. Looks as one teammate in his back and ACCM at the front. And yeah, something we didn't mention about this map, you cannot build lumber camps properly to the outside and wall them. You need to go towards the middle to wall your lumber camps in, because you cannot build on this area. Will the kingdom changes ring force for some reason? Feels bad, man. So now we are without restarts, and VNS Cool will be in a world of trouble. There are 2 boars against 0. And yeah, seems like some players are going for the middle. Lux wants to go to the outside as well, as it seems. That's a tough spot here. I think farming is pretty strong in this one. Giggle is Vivi, indeed. Cool. A bit of a better start than the rest here, though. Already Loom and the villager ahead. But that will be a lot of farms he will need to build. Still to sheep around. Okay, what else is changing, Ando? By the way, we were just talking about you. How much time do you have from March on to play a 3v3 tournament with, let's say, a Norwegian and a Serbian guy? Just for research. PM me if you're interested. Who of SY has the highest elo at the moment? That's interesting. I believe 1v1 is Mr. Yo. You should ban changing fucking colors every game. Well, yeah, I should tell them that. Oh well. Will the 3v3 tournament replace NC 2018? I've never heard any ideas about NC 2018, so it's not a real replacement, no. Team Mexico and MBL, that would be the dream for Endo. No, let's take a look. SCM against Lux, exchanging some HP here. Obviously not the greatest wallable map here. Cannot really wall to the outside. That makes it a bit tougher. And same name, now up. And that could be early scouts. Lux up as well. And probably with Slav, that could be early scouts as well. Same time ACM going with 2 on gold. Kind of giving us the impression of him going for some M&A action, but no barracks so far. Maybe build a house too much. Five players on the way to Fuel Age. Actually cool, still with a nice state there. We'll reach Fuel Age before 10 minutes, 10 seconds. And why am I so confused? Who's missing there? It's still Vivi. And he will get the walls done. So he will just wall the right hand side. And then will be protected by Lux. So maybe we'll just play an FC. Something we don't see too often, but that's absolutely an option here. Maybe something that... Huh. Will be interesting. Same name, trying to go for forward, and uh-oh, a guy going FC still doesn't have Loom and is getting a forward. That could be interesting. Stable to the other side. So Same name is actually trying to attack 2 sides as one. Are there relics on the outside? Oh, just random spawning. Not too important anyways. Cool, going for that gold here at the front. I'm not 100% sure if I like that decision. Militia already out and those villagers probably will lose their life. Let's take a look. Oh, yo. M&A upgrade for Mr. Yo already coming up, and cool. That will not be an archer defense here. I'm not sure what his plan is. Could go to the back and get some gold there. At the same time, double barracks here for ACCM. So wants to do something against the Slavs. The tower rush of, say my name, with the weird walls around that is real. Take a look how we will be able to wall this off. The aggression of Mr. Yo continues. Stable now for Cool. Who, yeah, kind of switches plans midway now. But Yo still with Bummies and +1 attack. That will be a pretty tough task. So name not on stone, sadly. And let's take a look. Scouts now out, will snag at least one villager, could go for a second one, but the spearman of Mr. Yo is around, therefore Sailor name is retreating. Vivi has a hole near outside wood, I think. Yeah, he does. He does. But seems like Semaname isn't punishing that. He is at the moment punishing Mr. Yo. Trying to raid his stone spot over there. And let's see if we find an update over here at the left hand side. And Spearman a bit out of position. Those 3 scouts could maybe snag that villager, and she's at the wrong side. Spearman having a kind of idle day. And even taking, oh, not a real hit. At the same time, 5 military, that's only the 4 eagles here as well. So ACM Long looks to play his game again and now going for more scouts. Looks again with a very strong performance. We have a big fight here at the front door, something completely missed. Mr. Cool trying to fight this tower down, and seems like he has the DPS there to fight this tower to the ground. Now trying to fight off the spearmen as well. Not going for a lot of scouts here. Maybe an archery range could have even been an option to go for some skirmishes, but well, for now he needs to micro this will fight. It's pretty ugly to see what's going on in the red. We have Mr. Yo, and now we see Mr. Cool retreating here. This villager probably will get home, and Mr. Yo seems like he liked that tower positioning and is rebuilding his tower exactly at the same spot. See, Vivi is on the way to Castle Age, did build this with market and stable, and is now heavily on stone. So what is that all about? Unlikely that he will go for mango dice actually. Uh-oh, and now the scouts are around, and oh, they were in here earlier as well. We have Cool down to 25 villagers only. On the other side, Yo at 27. Oh boy, looks just a beautiful game by him again, and raiding people over and over again. And that looks like 1 scout down, and feels like 4 or 5 dead bodies around that one. Inca, Mr. ACCM now trying to run around. Will finish the +1 defense any second, and can he maybe get the big raid into the woodline here? Could obviously turn this side quite a bit around. He is behind by 4 villagers, will snag 1 villager. Will he? No, he won't. Oh. The map is called Ring Forest, the replacement of Oasis. Exclamation mark info and exclamation mark brackets are helping most of your questions. Still not sure why Vivi is so heavily onto stone, and if he wants to really go for mango dice there, that would be pretty confusing for me. Now indeed going for the castle. Obviously not the big surprise, but only after I saw him sending so many villagers in stone. They're now trying to go for some team mods together. Interesting stuff. Oh, scouts squeezing in again. And look at that KD. Vivi still 0-0. Looks now going for 2 scout losses, trying to go for some more villager kills, but will lose at least 1 scout. Maybe will kill 1 villager, very likely, but will lose most of his scouts HP here as well. And yeah, probably the end of the days of those scouts. Yeah, only 1 left. At the same time, Yo still going for a lot of kills and needs to defend in the back, because Shaman Name was going for the tower rush here, but Yo is fighting this off. This tower was denied by the defensive tower by Mr. Yo. Luckily he's still on stone at the front, and we see Shaman Name on the way to Castle Age himself. So is ACCM, so they will have 2 players in Castle Age this time before we will see them from the SY team. But still, scouts around, but luckily this time cool with some spearmen, so he will be fine. Did take some losses again here, it seems, or are those still the villagers from before? And luckily for him, he will be happy that he found that gold in the bag. An axe by ACCM saying, mate, better make sure that you have those spearmen around. And now Vivi with 2 knights. What is he going for? I can see him with 1 extra TC so far. And 6 military. And 6 military, meaning he, in addition to his knights, built some manglites, but without any upgrades so far. Let's take a look what they can do. Towers are there, and well, they won't perform too well. Soon we will have some camels and completely unupgraded castle age camels. That's not really a thing. Yeah, that's so unfortunate for Cool. Oh, actually, Lux is running back. He could have snagged 1 villager there. And ACM now going for Eagle Warriors. Can he maybe do an aggression? He's sending 1 villager forward, trying to go for a monastery, and he will try to push in. Look at that, no potential of a defensive TC. And if Lutz is, well, not getting some towers up, that could be an interesting push spot here for... Oh, 3rd stable already by Lux. That's interesting. Going for Bloodlines, going for +1 attack, and that's triple stable knights, something we don't see too often. Mr. Yo's aggression at the front here, now trying to go for another tower. He's still dark in, or very deep in the feudal age, but look at his resources. Should be clicking up pretty soon as well. So I will take the deep in the feudal ages back. I think you can wall over here. Not 100% sure though, but maybe he wants to keep it open. Not really going for the palisade or stone gates here. And those eagles not too efficient. They only have +1 defense as well. Maybe he just thinks, okay, if I can snipe down some manglites, I'm in a fine position here. So sending some villagers around, still going for more manglites. That's a stylish game if I've ever seen one. Just going castle age manglites here in, well, the biggest tournament of the year so far. Well, maybe felt a bit like trolling, maybe just wanted to defend the right hand side here, and if he micros it correctly, he's could be in a fine position anyways. Siege push up now, and ACM will continue to attack. The question is, what will Cool go for? Double stable knights could be an option, not enough villages on gold. A castle could be an option, not enough villages on stone. And he goes siege workshop monastery, so kind of wants to push against Mr. Yo, who most likely will go for a Rambai. As we can see, 430 stone on his account already, and still a lot of villagers on gold. Cool, going for the eco upgrade, and indeed it was a hole. Camet's now squeezing through. Let's take a look if he can get the raids done. Obviously the damage output of the camels not the greatest thing ever. And that's something that you can absolutely see here. Not a single villager lost his life here, and Manglites coming over. Camels now running into TC and castle and retreating. Small pause here at the side. Still, I would say, kind of an open game. ACM needs to get some good converts in, and that looks pretty strong here. 3 monks, and they have all another rhythm in converting, so they could have gotten 3, and seems like, yeah, 2 still with 100% monk juice, and can go for more converts, and that could be a crucial thing. The only thing going so great for SY here is Mr. Vivi back pocket position here with Mongols. Pretty much uncontested so far, now building a university, meaning that he is thinking about at least getting ballistics, maybe even clicking up. And ACM, yeah, he has a nice spot here and is blocking the gold of Lux, but if they get over here and double the hell out of him, there's not much he can do. Here, just focusing on Mr. Yo, and at the same time, say my name, not really doing too much. He only has 11 military on the map, so going for some poor camera ratings. I don't understand that X. So, just going for some raids. And seems like they don't want to take this engagement against the monks and mangonels here. One convert of the Mangudai and ACM. Playing a very good game so far. We now see bloodlines. Oh, those villagers that you could be completely denied. Let's take a look if we can maybe save one villager. Wall her in. No! And that's pretty ugly for ACCM. That's at least 5 villagers down. Now the question is, will he go back and try to defend this or try to keep up the aggression at the front? And it seems like defending is his choice. Obviously giving Lux the chance to get on his main gold spot again, but he had 2 defensive gold spots anyway, so that never really was a thing. And now they're axing over here. Same name buying some stone. Is he maybe trying to get onto... Oh, some quick walls here. Huh? Getting some more shots off, and 7-8 is indeed going back, so that was worth it absolutely here. And yeah, lots of damage done at the same time. ACM still struggling. EU Warriors against Knights, not the greatest thing ever. And his Mangonels are getting sniped down as well. SY getting in a better and better situation here. I convert against Mr. Yo, who's facing the tower rush, going for the Rambites. Has +1 defense and bloodlines on them. So was investing into some upgrades, now going for husbandry as well. And actually building a siege tower. That's let's call it interesting. Not 100% sure what he was thinking of achieving with that. Maybe to save some bonds? Not 100% sure. Well, the 3rd time I believe that I looked over here. 7-8 now on the way to Imperial Age. Maybe if he can get castles up and can trap down all the castles of Vivi, they are in a good position. And he indeed is trying to get that castle up, but instantly spotted by Vivi, and 7-8 needs to go for a lot of camels here for sure. Now counter castle maybe from Vivi. Let's take a look in his point of view. He's at 30 stone and indeed could have been even a bit more aggressive if you ask me. Uh-oh, and 7-8, that castle won't go up. Complete brain fart by him, losing all the villagers, camel around and deleting the castle now. What a beautiful spot for Vivi. They're also raiding over here, killing most of the villagers. Cool. Trying to get the boom rolling, still microing at the front here, or not microing. And yeah, ACM losing it, you see here. And this is looking worse and worse for our team from Vietnam. Maybe going for the micro, now going for thumbstring. Soon he has all the castle age upgrades, and yeah, they're hoping that 7-8 in Imperial Age can maybe turn the whole game around, but well, he's at 70 villagers. If he had like 120, I would say, okay, maybe mass Imperial Camels can kill everything, because he is facing Knights, Mango Dice, and well, not a lot from Mr. Yo, but well, he is just 50 villagers short from what I want to see from him. ACM losing another TC here. Vivi is on the way to Imperial Age, so this is looking worse and worse. The last hope really is 7-8, but as I said, is he really? Another castle of Vivi, and he will just hold this. Yeah, the camels will clear this up, but the castle will go up. It will take some time for 7-8 to get... Oh god, 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 so many villagers dying. It will take 7-8 to get heavy camel and imperial camel before he can really fight. He needs to get traps, and oh god, ACM, look at that. Oh god, so many villagers dying and trying to fight off with his infantry there to side. He still keeps 1 TC for now, but that's only because Lux wasn't constantly producing, maybe thinking about Imperial Age as well there. And 7-8 down to 28 villagers here. Yo, trying to build another castle, and that's obviously a very funny fight here all game long from Cool and Mr. Yo as well. Trying to go for more towers, trying to go for more converts, and trying to play this very even. Yo, actually behind in score, probably because Cool was able to build some extra TCs and keep some extra eco running, although he even got raided. And obviously, say my name, did some tower rushing over here earlier, which distracted Mr. Yo in some ways for sure. Got the second castle and Massive ran by. Oh, not that easy to face that in monastery now by Mr. Yo. That's a bit surprising to me. Name going for the +4 defense. Trap war now starting. Still missing the income upgrade though. That's so many castles at one spot going for masonry entry. I love that. One defensive trap and hoardings. Great choice of upgrades there for Vivi. That's exactly what he needs. At the same time, they're just killing everything and rampaging through all the ecos. ACM was down and now they think, okay, let's go for the next one. ACM's eco was in shambles. Cool is out of the game as well, and say my name couldn't go for the boom fast enough. G to the G for sure here, and that's a 2-0 for SY. So what happened here? We had, I'd say, a pretty even game here at the bottom. Cool against Yo, although Yo actually had 2 wars against 0, but Chinese, I believe, is just a very strong civilization on this one. Lux was able to raid again because ACM, well, pikeman MLA aggression is something you can play in 1v1s, but in team games you're just too slow. Therefore Lux could raid over and over again. Same name did go something a bit onto Yo to even that out, but at the same time Vivi just solid walls, and the boom of Say My Name was just way too bad. Never really got hit, and only now at 90 villagers. 30C was super late, and yeah, just think about it. If he had the complete solid boom, he'd be at Imperial Camels now and could really have a chance to wreck everything, but we are far from that, so the game is over. Obviously ACM's KD not the greatest in the end, losing all his villagers there, and yeah, just solid ego.
Rogan?
Thank you, Nilly. You fancy hippopotamus. Dort love.
Thank you so much, mate. AC isn't lucrative enough for Larry, he's trying to switch to Dota. Kappa. Well, it will be interesting to see if Age of Empires gets a bit bigger, with like AoE to DE or H4, how our Age of Empires 2 players will perform. The Viper, the Doubt, the Lyris, and I don't see any future for Doubt. Lyria and Viper will be interesting. If some new players are getting there, some from Starkers, some other RTS. Will be an interesting battle for sure. Yeah, Jordan has no chance as well. And if you didn't mention the chat, here's some German Bundesland. German Bundesland. Well, I think Hamburg is looking. Oh wait, okay. Well, that's tough. Looks. If we do 4v4, that could be interesting. Well, 4v4 would be. 4v4 would be interesting. Belgium. Yeah, that's not really a district of Germany. %25 German. I think I'm actually 25% Polish. But I have like zero connection to that. Hmm. Nice shirt. Thanks. I got it from Paladin. Nice teeth. Thanks. Still wearing braces now for solid 13 months. Half a year to go. Nice beard. Growing for 13 months as well now. Nice hair. What's going on here? Why are you giving me so many compliments? Nice face. Kappa Pride. Okay, seems like Paladin will cast the games in Chinese as well. And Mamp offered me to co-cast the finals together. And that's really generous because he was trying to host me as well. Or would host me as well, but I feel I want to do single casting today. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like it. So I should probably go with how I'm feeling. So let's go into game. Oh no, we didn't do the TIFF. So let us think. We don't have Incas any. We have no Slavs, no Mongols, and no Burmese on the SY side. On the other side, we have no more Incas, no more Indians, and no more Chinese. Aha! Okay, so now we're going into Valley here. Let's take a look what civilizations they went for in game number 3 here. 3 match points for SY. And fixed positions, no. So we'll see how they will play this out. ACM playing the Burmese. Their pocket position will be same name with the Mongols. And we will have VNS cool with the Mayans. Quite short distance here to Mr. Vivi again here. And they again play the wrong map. And yeah, I will... well, I will let them play. But I told them that they should play another map. And we have Chinese pocket and Indians, Mr. Yo. Okay, so let's talk about a bit about this map. Obviously in the middle we have a lot of deer and some shellfish, which could be pretty juicy to go for. Therefore Indians is a great choice. Just go for the middle, get all the deer in the world, and get all the swordfish. Indians having the fastest swordfish in the game. Normally it should be even more than this. I have some deer patches around, some Mongols are pretty sweet, and I believe the main thing will really be how will Cool play this out with a very short distance here against Vivi, who is still around with his scout. We're going for the early mill, and does he have... Oh god, that's so fortunate for Cool that he got that boar, and now Vivi in somewhat of trouble. Let's take a look. How do his boars look? One in the back, which is... He potentially didn't scout the boar. That would be so ugly for him. Oh boy. Now pushing some deer over here. Oh, a rhyme for you. And Vivi already has one boar in, so he probably feels like he already lost one boar. On the other side, 2 in for Cool. And where is his third one? Can't really see it. Interesting. We're missing a boar on this side. Oh no, he already... Yeah, it's all good. So it's just Vivi not scouting his. No steals, just Vivi not scouting his one boar. And she felt that probably this one could have been his. And is now stolen by Cool. Oh. Yeah, and switching colors again. I will tell them for the next series that they have to play one color. Please remind me before we start the next series, the next semifinals. I will tell them not switch colors anymore. And we see my name already up to the feudal age. That will probably be some scouts on the pocket position here. ACM, let's see. Some Burmese aggression could be nice. SAO going for the middle here, trying to grab the mass amount of food. Kind of expecting a scout rush out of Yo as well. Big question is, what will Lux play here? Chinese pocket going for a second lumber camp. That kind of feels like an FC to me, I wanted to say, but he's up to the feudal age as well. So everyone at pretty similar timings here. As you can see, villager count is somewhat close for most players as well. Same name, obviously the lowest. And yeah, Cool with the best start. Let's take a look how that will be fought off here. Vivi going for the pure rampage. I have no idea how those fights are really to be won. That is at the moment 6 villagers against a solid 8, but now pulling 4 more, resulting in 10-8. Close TCs for both players. Now trying to go for some more house walls. Can he maybe wall in some villagers? The eagle is going down first. Lux now coming over with his scout as well. Obviously, in addition, that same name could absolutely give to his teammate as well, but that's not going to happen at the moment. Still some villagers losing HP. Let's get an overview here. This one is running with 2 HP and seems to be getting home. At the same time, 1 loss here for Cool. At the moment he has 2 losses. Vivi has 2 kills. And that was probably 1 eagle, 1 villager. Still going for more fights. Vivi, can he save this one? Killing another one at the moment. Very good start here for Vivi. Great micro. And look at that, how he's getting the 2 HP, the 5 HP, and the 4 HP villager back into his TC. At the same time, the micro isn't that great from Cool. Trying to send his villagers back. Yes, he is, but with way higher HP. And he is losing that villager fight here at the front.
Monday?
Oh, and at the same time, Seminame losing his scout ACM. Now with his militia, very low HP. What do they have? 4 HP, 14 HP. And continuing with this aggression, barracks at the front. More scouts of Seminame coming over. So they are going for the double here. I even hear a villager of Mr. Yodai. The spearman coming around, not really helping out too much. And the aggression, look at that, beautiful mining camp, getting gold and stone here for ACCM. Sweet, sweet stuff for him. Cool now going for a defensive tower, but that will be tough against Spanish here. And now he's losing both of his stones. I think he should have pulled more villagers to fight off this area, because if he's out of this stone spots, he's in a world of trouble. At the same time, Vivi still going on to stone, now even found his spore, lucky him. And well, the good thing is that Vivi is shooting on the house instead of the tower, but Pool needs access to the stone spot, otherwise it will be very tough for him. Shaman aim. Oh, that is a lot of kills here against Mr. Yo, who was trying to fight this off. Now going down to 21 villagers, and I heard even 2 more die. Look at that. He is down to 18 villagers only here. Mr. Yo in a world of trouble. Really needs to get those walls up. 35 HP on those. The 4 villagers could fight this one down. He could even go for the kill before, but no, he was focusing on the tower. Counter tower now by Mr. Yo, but that's, I'm not sure if that's going to really work. Sam name is just coming over with some scouts, and yeah, ACM will be in. At the same time, Lurks, what is he doing? He is going for some scouts. He did get some kills over here against the poor Lurks, not the Lurks, Cool was trying to get over here as well. And so it seems like Mr. Yo and Cool are both at 20 villagers, and it seems like the Pockets decided to let their teammate die. Should really work on that catchphrase, but well, you know what I wanted to say. Okay, now the tower rush continues. Vivi going crazy and now trying to go for the Pocket, who doesn't really have an answer yet. Defensive tower, kind of out of range, so I'm a bit surprised by that. Not going for the berries here. Obviously we did build the mill in the middle. Was trying to go for all the deer, but that didn't happen. And now the next tower. Salmon aim. That's pretty tough for him. Is he losing another villager? No, he is not. But that tower rush into his, well, not really existing berries, but into one farm. But if he just creeps forward with all his new towers, yeah, they could be blocking quite a bit of the farms. And that could be ugly for a guy who really depends on a lot of food income. Raid at the same time here in the back. One scout going down, one villager is even saved. What a negative micro here by Semanem. Oh, and that one saved as well. Semanem twice pulling back. But here he couldn't get the kill right at the top. He surely could have. Downwards and fletching. Vivi just so ready to continue this tower rush. Even getting a spore with probably a villager loss here. Not the greatest thing ever. Some idle villagers. Seems like that's a very tight area and somewhat unfortunate. And yeah, counter tower against the Spanish. Not really the greatest option. Vivi just continues, so does ACCM. We have 25 villagers for Mr. Yo, who's just somehow trying to survive, trying to be active with the scouts. Obviously doesn't need to migrate too much and wants to get to all the free food here in the middle. Look at that mass amount of dead villagers. MLAs trying to get some aggression done. Let's get an update on the right hand side. Tower, probably both towers will go up. We will see about that. 400 HP, 800 HP, those scouts are coming over. Maybe the tower could get intercepted. Should focus on the back villagers though, not the front villagers, because the front villagers always get focused down by tower anyways. And again, his scout migrating back with the scout after he could have had the option of killing another villager. I'm really not happy how Semanem is microing this today. And ACM trying to stay safe, build a defensive tower here, and we'll go probably towards Lux. Could have been a good option here with this M&A. Maybe continue the tower rush over there. Lux, yeah, basically has no answer to 4 M&A and the Spearman. Although obviously they're low HP. Another villager kill. And Lux now going for photography. Obviously an incredibly good upgrade. And he again in full control of this game. The pocket position not really losing a lot. 70 villagers even. Together with Vivi, they are leading in that regard. Vivi did an exceptional job of being super active all around the map, but still only lost 2 villagers and a scout. That's just so good. Well, make that 3. But still, very impressed by how well he is saving his villagers all game long so far. Maybe getting some aggression in his face over here, but that's not really important. Semene now heavily using the market, maybe thinking about clicking up to Carthage any second. Take a look at his resources. Yes, he is. Just needs some more food. At the same time, we take a look at Lux. He will be clicking up pretty soon as well. That's still a lot of scouts, even going for bloodlines. And let's take a look where he wants to attack. Oh, and that could be pretty nice against ACCM here. Let's take a look if he can get some quick walls done. Not really, he's just moving away. And now let's see. And that's how you do it. Look, you just move it in and then click stop and you can attack. Get a little bit more villagers, but he's just running off away from the 5 pikemen there. But I liked his general micro a bit more than what Semene was doing. Still, I feel kind of an open game. Right hand side, villager count 34 to 41, so that's the advantage for Vivi, but well, we will see how that continues. It's mainly because no access to stone still. Going for some deer in the back, and on the left hand side. Oh, ACM sees that, so defensive towers, sending the spearman in, he is fine there. And the 2 pocket positions, well, Lux with the villager advantage of like 4 to 5. Eco, obviously better for the Chinese player as well. So, kind of have to give the advantage. That Lux just is performing a bit better than Semene, at least today. Add another 2 villagers here. Mr. Cool trying to fight some, but that's not really a fair fight. Scouts running around, can they? Oh god, look at that! How active Lux is on the map. He just sees everything, sees a mill, expecting, okay, maybe I can help some here. Or maybe they just communicated that as well. I will want to send a lot of villagers forward. Could he come with some scouts? And he is just like, I have even bloodlines +1/+1 on them. And Vivi says, perfect. So now sending the villagers forward, the tower will instantly finish, and yeah, just a beautiful dominating position here, close to the 2 archery ranges, blocking the woodline as well. Yeah, a lot of scouts going down, at the same time, just sneaking around, getting some damage done. Could get 2 villagers here. Oh, this one survived to 3 HP. Let's microing back, kills 1. Semene. Double stable going for camels. On the other side we have triple stable going for knights. So Lux is here to kill. Semene is here to not die. Points? Super close though. That's mainly because ACM is still so far ahead against Mr. Yo, and he will reach Castle Age pretty soon. Something that Yo is still quite far away from. And maybe then, Burmese, he surely got a lot of stone, so if he gets his castle up and goes to Rambai, well, let's see how well Lux will perform with his knight. He's getting all the upgrades though. And ACM, why is he not building a castle? He is... in the face of Mr. Yo. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the castle will reach the TC. So if he... and I believe he already has fletching. Yeah. So... but Yo is now clicking up to Castle Age, so he will probably reach Castle Age in time. Lux now trying to go for the raid. Same time Semene building some ramps, trying to clear up all the towers here. And Lux just going for full aggression, so it's good that Semene went for the camels. But look at the upgrades. Bloodlines only, no +1/+1. And on the other side we have Lux. He has bloodlines, has +2, and is researching the +2 attack as well. Mr. Yo going for bloodlines, so he was trying to go for some camels as well. And just feels like Lux is in such a dominating position again. Now building a monastery at the front here. So there's some support of the 2 towers that actually do reasonable damage. Because we don't have a single defensive upgrade here on Semene. Oh, and looks again. This is just such a beautiful game. Look at that. People are so close. He has cartography. And he just finds all the spots where he wants to raid. Just gets another bunch of villagers over here. Still active over here. Fighting with the help of the towers. Killing the rams. And this is just such a beautiful game. He sees, okay, you don't have enough damage output in your TC. Let's kill the villagers under there. And just so tough for him, and then, or so beautiful for him, so tough for the others. Just continues with his night production, plays it out of 3 TCs even. Lurks, just a match winner, seems like in every single game. Now going for the monastery, so the clear up will be even worse for Say My Name. Oh, but some crossbows now sneaking around. And look at that, Vivi already on Kongs with a +2 on the research tab. Getting 1 kill, now trying to micro back a bit. And, well, looks just sending 2 knights. And we'll clear this up, no problemo. Points are still reasonably close. But yeah, as I said, cool against Vivi seems pretty even. ACM in a winning position against Mr. Yo, especially now with his Rambai. But we need to see Say My Name going for mass camels, monks, and look at that, even that was cleared up with heavy losses. More knights coming around, and those crossbowmen, yeah, they will do damage against the knights, but 3 counts in the back. They will have enough DPS there to one-shot a crossbowman, and also a villager if they wanted to. Rambas around. What is Yo's plan? Oh, going for the +2 defense, going for another first TC. That is 1 safe villager. He is down to 33 villagers, but so is Cool. Just trying to somehow hold on, and now the big attack here again. Say My Name could be starting, but it seems like they see, okay, this guy has a lot of camels, maybe go to the other side and attack ACM, but here will probably finish that castle. Should maybe go for the fast elites on those palisades and sneak in there, but well, not going to happen for now. Nice that he's building this castle defensively. Let's take a look. Those Kongs could actually snipe those villagers. And indeed, they released the palisade wall. So beautiful job here. ACM needs to send all his villagers into the castle. Where is Say My Name? Somewhat close by, but was not in position. And now they're going for the TC kills again. Military count is just so overwhelming here. Look at that. Looks at close to 30 knights and is streaming in, and that you see is losing a lot of HP. At the same time, they're not focusing on the villagers though. Let's switch into the point of view of ACCM, shall we, and see that he's at 82%, losing more and more villagers. This is a doubt castle for sure, and losing more villagers. Yeah, the TC is safe, but that was a lot of losses, losing another villager over here. Yeah, no converts really done, and those 10 knights, 10 villagers could jump out now. That one could even trying to finish, got 2% more on it, but Conquistador's out, and this is looking worse and worse for ACM. You see Say My Name kind of helping out, not focusing on the monks with the TC either, and that's still an okayish fight for Lux, and they are fine with this situation. Does he even have a siege workshop around here? Not really. And he's not sending any Rambis in over as well. At the same time, Yo will go for the raid, so that's pretty ugly for him. Those 3 spearmen won't really change the tides as well. Okay, now it's the timing to finish the castle, but that was a lot of idle time. And yeah, a lot of problems for sure. And yeah, as I said, so distracted by this attack here at the front. And this villager actually will finish the castle. He is the strongest man alive. Bam, 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 bam. And even before his friends get over there, he finished this one, and that was, well, still, the TC was +1 attack, got a lot of damage done. So maybe was it an overcommittal here by Lux? Not 100% sure. At the same time, a Ramba is off a CCM. Pretty active, getting some villager kills, blocking that gold spot. But, well, Lux is sending over so much. And yeah, we'll probably clear this. Is there a chance of Cool getting onto stone to finally get on plumed archers? Not really. He's pretty much stuck on crossmen still for now. Now the clear up against all the Ramba, getting one convert and running back home. Seems like he found a nice position for himself while one of Ramba is on the wrong side. Actually, some more losses trying to hit and run. Not 100% sure if that's the best option. Oh, Mr. Yo could have even trapped him there and... I think he's just sort of run. Losing 3-4 more Rambis than necessary. Now going for another convert, and ACM is playing a beautiful game, and this one is still open. I was casting it like this could be the deciding thing, because Lutz felt so dominant, but honestly, Seminame only 20 villagers behind, still he is Mongol, so maybe if we can see him going on to Mangodice, he could change everything around, and, well, ACM still going for the Imber unit number 2, the Rambis, and... yeah, putting himself in a pretty sweet position. Going for Bloodlines now. I prefer Husbandry actually over Bloodlines because he doesn't really want to fight anyways. And it feels like Cool is in a somewhat okayish position as well. Doing some damage against those Kongs, but well. With Bloodlines, that's not really going to work. Mangon is short, okay. Luckily Cool is moving at that point. And Seminame should be able to snipe down that Mangonel. Shouldn't move too far away with the crossbow man. Absolutely needs to fight against those conquistadors. But now we'll get cleared up because Lux is coming over here as well. Nice team play by actually both teams. With that, all or 4 players fighting over here, both pockets and both flanks on that side. At the same time, we still have ACM. Continuing with his aggression, now trying to focus down another TC of Mr. Yo. He is, yeah, soon down to 1 then, and now migrating away from this, even going towards the middle. And Lux is on the way to Imperial 8, followed by Say My Name, but Say My Name, well, he only has 1 castle so far. And Lux at a beautiful spot with the hill, 2 castles up there getting fletching. He will probably go into Chukunus pretty soon. Oh, Conquistador Micro, one of the most beautiful things to do to your enemy. Just click them back, click stop and let, just watch how they do the work and kill enemy units, and not much your enemy can do if both of you have Husbandry. Well, some kills here for ACCM, but those were idle anyways. Let's go for ballistics and botkin arrows, so yeah. It is a Chukanu switch for him, and this now will be the interesting stuff. Can Seminame maybe win the trap war here? I don't really know how he could, but he needs to focus on that heavily. I'm coming right around here for Mr. Yo. Will be intercepted by those 2 pikemen. Spearmen, but not really, no. Looks, even going for Cavaliers, so he doesn't want to go for the Chukunu only, but feels like, okay, I need something to clear up those Rambai, and sending over 4 camels probably won't do the job, so maybe let's see if I can waste more units. And it seemed like, ACM not microing in time, but now it starts that micro is real again. Could maybe find some beautiful angles in between. Just move in here and then stop. Oh, that's another beautiful angle for sure. Forcing the one mining camp to get deleted, and ACM so active. So good. Okay, and the trap war in the middle starts now. What an entertaining game. Yo losing quite a bit of villagers. He wanted to migrate here. He's building in basically no man's land. He's at 43 villagers at the same time. Cool is at 70, so maybe we can see something out of Vivi against Cool to be a deciding factor in this game. On the other side though, we have more than 100 villagers out of Vivi already. So yeah, his conquistador push will just be overwhelming for sure. Trap amount is now at 3 for Say My Name, and it feels like 4 for Lux, who has a lot of villagers still at the front, trying to repair and now trying to snipe down the traps here of Say My Name. And yeah, the first volley will already deal with that. Was unfortunately positioned. The Rambar is finally cleared up here at the top with the help of the Choconu. And Carnot's clearing out those as well. Another castle here. HCM now on the way to PLH. But, well, he already lost 1 castle. Well, he still has 2. So that's good. Now getting up to a 3rd one. That's all fine. And fighting off against Yo. If he uses the patrol correctly, could run in here. That's a pretty horrible start to his engagement. At the same time though, wow, Lux is doing such a good job. Look at that, how he's still repairing this and how many traps he already killed. Say My Name not really getting onto army here as it seems. Same time microing Kongs against crossbows on the hill. That's a trait that Vivi will take every single day, and at the moment points are still super close, but a small advantage for SY, mainly because Lux is playing such a beautiful game and is really dominating Say My Name at the moment, who now switched to Rams. I don't really see Rams working against Mass Choconu on the hill here, with Cavaliers to protect that even. And Vivi on the way to PLH as well, something we don't see from VNS Cool, who still has no control over any of the stone spots. Look at that, 2 stone spots here, 2 stone spots here, and just facing mass castles, and that looks not like a university. And oh god, most of the eco will be blocked. Those 2 gold spots will be gone as well. And if we don't see the sweetest Magda switch from Say My Name starting now, this looks dire and dire for them. The Rambai raid still very nicely done here by HCM. He is still super active. Some Chokonus left behind actually, trying to deal with exactly those Arambais. And Chokonus actually a pretty good unit against those, but outnumbered for now. Mr. Yo still trying to stay in this one. He needs a Rambai upgrade for HCM. And I feel that this will not really work out. Those Rams aren't doing anything against the army of Lux here, who has a lot of damage output. Look at that. Mass Choconu, and now even going for Bombard Tower, having 4 traps, 3 active now, sniping down that TC in no time. And yeah, that's a position that cannot be broken, I feel. Some conquistadors in the back, so Say My Name cannot really boom this, and this looks better and better for SY here for sure. Vivi now even switching into Cavaliers as we can see, going for the +2 defense, so doesn't want to stay on the Conquistadors. Feels like, okay, we already have 1 guy on the ranged unit, I need to go for more map control, let me go for Paladins, and that seems to be the plan. Still no elite Mangrai upgrade. Where is the army of Say My Name? He's only at 15. Some Rams completely useless. I just think maybe some Harsas could have done more with the raid. ACM now going into the base of Luxo, so maybe he can still win this for this team. Yo in a world of trouble. He's at still only 70 villagers and in Castle Age. Cool. Not really happy that he did allow all the conquistadors through. And he's only at 67 builds, so that's even worse to them. Trying to clear this up now, but can he really do this? I don't really see a chance. And Cavalier upgrade finishes pretty soon, +4 as well, and I believe when they see mass Cavaliers streaming in, they know Conquistadors are still in the back. They see, oh god, that's an unstoppable army of Choconu protected by Bombard Towers with traps, and even the push of ACCM isn't the greatest efficiency anymore. We will probably see a GG coming up pretty soon. Yeah, Cool is on the way to Imperial Age, but with only 70 villagers and 1 military, he won't really do much in this one here. Can we check where Name is taking gold? Probably nowhere, because he's only going for skirmishes. Oh, actually, skirmisher ram is somewhat of an army that is solid, but just think about it. Send 10 cavaliers over wherever they are, and they will clear this up so easily. Yeah, you will lose 2 bomber towers, but didn't lose a single trap. So that's a small hope for Say My Name, but not, yeah, a real thing going on here. The Rambai is still somewhat active, but not climbed up perfectly here. And yeah, Rambai is not too great against ranged units here, only having +3 armor there, and therefore a lot of damage even from skirmishes is coming through. Rambai needs to micro back. He's doing quite a reasonable job against the cavaliers, but losing another trap. Therefore, yeah, the push loses a lot of steam. And now the Cavaliers of Lux are clearing up everything of Say My Name. Guys, this game is over. We are just waiting for the GG that should fly in any second. Look at that amount of stone. Cool is still expanding, trying to get something done, but honestly, he doesn't have enough gold. Now going for the Halberdier switch, as it seems, trying to expand somewhat over here. And it's probably still HCM saying, yeah, I have Mr. Yo completely dead. We can maybe go for something and still get this game back. But honestly, Mr. Yo, now over 100 villagers himself. He is just booming everywhere. Let's switch into his point of view and see where he has his base. So just remember, that was the position of his starting TC. That's his second TC, and now we expand it all to the left-hand side. They still have no chance of ever getting trade done because ACM is still in the middle there. But yeah, Yo just super active. And what is he going for now? He is going for some more camels, building a castle himself. Is still on stone. Can maybe kill that Mangonel even, buy himself some more time. And yeah, he has to be happy that he's still so active in this game. Big engagement here in the middle though, something we completely forgot about. But those skirmishes aren't doing anything against those light cav guys. Rambai is dying at the front here as well. Those rams are absolutely unprotected at the moment. Paladins coming over, we see heavy cannons from Mr. Yo. Cool is going for Halberdiers, but will Halberdiers really help out in this fight?